Good day, everyone. So, today we will be talking about the social interaction theory and the ZPD. So, I will be answering two questions. And my first question goes: explain briefly the influence of LAD, or the nativist or innatism theory, and the behaviorism theory in the principle of social interaction theory. So, first, nativist theory or the innatism is a biologically based theory which argues that humans are pre-programmed with innate ability to develop language. And this perspective is pioneered by Noam Chomsky, who also developed the idea of the LAD, or the language acquisition device. And furthermore, it suggests that we are born with a specific language learning in our brain, or our what we call this LAD brain module. So, regardless of our environment, we as children are wired to learn a language. And on the other hand, SIT, or the social interaction theory, is an explanation of language development, emphasizing the role of social interaction between a child and a linguistically knowledgeable adults. It also demonstrates the examining of patterns of actions and reactions in response to other people. So, in relation with the LAD and the social interaction theory, there is a distinct relationship between two theories, and that is that the children or us naturally acquire a language in social context where we interact with our caregivers as a child. Caregivers, our nannies or our yayas, and of course with our parents, our adult siblings, and with different environment. So, indeed, social interaction facilitates lexical and phonological development at the early stages of child language acquisition. And furthermore, it could be understood with this structure. So, here is our linguistic input, and it feeds into the language acquisition device, or our brain module, the linguistic processing skills, and the existing knowledge in that language. And by that, it generates into the theory of language, which includes the phonology, morphology, semantics, and syntax. And by that, it will determine the child grammatical competence, uh, comprehension on other speech, and the speech production of the child. Therefore, uh, the LAD has a huge influence in the social interaction theory. In the second phase of my first question, it is the influence of the behaviorism theory into the principle of the social interaction theory. So first, behaviorism theory focuses on the idea that all behaviors are learned through interaction with the different environment that we engage. This learning theory states that the behaviors are learned from the different environment. And it says that the innate or the inherited factors have has very little influence on our behaviors. Furthermore, our behaviors would always matter into our social expectations and with our social interactions also. Because in the first place, our behaviors are shaped from our social interactions also. In addition, the environmental factors are responsible for the observable changes in the human development. So this implies that our social interaction experiences influence an individual's behavior. So in a nutshell, when we interact with others, the context in which our actions take place plays a major role in our behavior. So my second question goes, what is the evidence that the scaffolding process is a success? Well, first, scaffolding is a teaching method that involves gradually shedding the instructor's assistance as students increase their understanding. So, scaffolding process serves a variety of purposes during learning. First, it allows the instructor to provide support, model skills, and share knowledge. And with the assets of the scaffolding that I have mentioned, a success practice of such purposes will lead to evident success of scaffolding process. Moreover, completing small manageable skills, working in collaboration, providing feedback and support, and attaining scaffolded learning environment are the mere evidences that the scaffolding process has been a success and always will be.